Hi, my name is Hannah. I'm the founder of BirthPrep Yoga, and today's class is When Baby's Here. This is a postpartum yoga class just for you. You need your yoga mat and a blanket or a towel. So come and sit on that towel. And we want to align the spine right over top of our diaphragm. And this is, think of the sternum and the sternum over your pubic bone. So I want you to think of your pelvic floor and all those muscles. And just as you inhale, we're going to relax them. So imagine they're just spreading out and melting on the floor. So inhale, relax. So inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, imagine gathering them in and up towards the belly button. Head over sternum, inhale, relax. Soften your pelvic floor completely. And then exhale, imagine drawing in and up. So this is a pelvic floor exercise or a Kegel. Inhale, release and relax your pelvic floor. Exhale, draw in and up. And you can do this feeding your baby. You can do this at night to calm the body. Inhale, release, relax. Soften your pelvic floor. And then exhale, draw in and up. Let's do one more. Inhale, release, relax. Fully. Exhale, draw in and up. Perfect. Now release your pelvic floor, so all the muscles in your pelvic floor. We're going to think of a mantra or an affirmation to take with us through this day, and that is, I am present with my body. So as you inhale in, think of I am present in my body. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. I am present in my body. Exhale through the mouth. Let's drop chin towards the chest. Looking down at the ground, we're just roll our right ear to your right shoulder as you take your left hand out to the side and bring the thumb down on the left. Bring that back, your left hand to your low back. And just really open up this whole left side of your neck. Now, if this is too much, you can bring your hand back. Sometimes you might not even realize how tight the neck is. You can even lean back a little bit as if there's a wall behind you. Just your head leaning back. If you want to feel a different sensation, we'll take a deep breath in and a full breath out through the mouth or nose. Full breath in. And then exhale, chin slightly down again. We'll release that hand to the ground. Left hand down, head comes up to center, and right hand flows up. Let's come over to the left. Side bend here. Now, rooting down with that right hip, softening that arm away from your shoulder. And if you want, you can even back off away from the ground. You don't need to collapse here. Inhale, rise up, bringing your right hand back, and let's float left arm up, bring it across the body, left hand to your right knee, and then bring the fingertips behind you and look behind you. So nice twist, looking to the left, and if this is too deep, just looking over the knee or the chest here on the right. So that's looking all the way over the shoulder or wherever it feels good for you. Take a deep breath in, a full breath out. And then we'll come back to center. Let's do the other side. Inhale, exhale, chin drops. Roll left ear to left shoulder. That's it. Right hand floats up, right thumb down, and bring that back of your right hand to the low back. Now, you'll know if this is too much for you. Just bring your hand to rest on the thigh, and then find a spot that feels okay for your body. Maybe you're leaning back a bit, like a wall is behind you or your head's leaning back. Or maybe not. You'll find a spot where you're trying to be present in the body, just noticing how tight you are, not judging. Just, I am present in my body. Full breath in and a full breath out. Full breath in and out. Full breath in. If your head was back a bit, just bring chin down towards the chest. We'll drop the head down and then up. Release the back hand. Plant the right palm down. Left arm reaches up, side bend coming over to the right. Rooting down that sit bone on the left side. We don't need to collapse here. We can stay up nice and high even more. Shoulder relaxed and just big breaths into the side body. And out. One more breath in. Let's float our hand back up and then take that right arm up, float it all the way across the body to the left knee, left fingertips behind you, and then find out, draw belly in as you inhale, sitting tall. Is your body twisting all the way back, or are you looking over your knee, perhaps the chest, and that last one is looking over the shoulder. So head is stacked over that sternum. Big breath in and a full breath out. This is time just for you. Take a little stretch during your day and exhale back to center. We're going to lift our knees up, lean back, and come around to all fours. This is important. We want to get that towel or blanket and double it. So we have double the support under our knees, hands below shoulders. You can be on the tops of the feet or curled toes. Bend elbows, curl tailbone. Inhale to look forward, keeping your neck nice and long. Exhale, push into the mat and draw your belly towards spine, chin to chest into your cat. Inhale, bend elbows into cow. Exhale into your cat. So this is cat and cow. Great way to dance your spine up. Full breath in through the nose. Exhale, round it out. Chin to chest, draw belly in. And last time. Round it out. Let's look down at our hands. Walk our hands forward. And then bring your shoulders over top of your hands. There you go. And just, we're going to let our hips maybe come a little side to side. Maybe hips come a little forward and back. Little baby circles. Maybe you're just holding. Maybe your body doesn't feel that comfortable and you need to move your hands back farther to do some circles. So find where it works for you. You'll know, your body will say, I don't feel safe there, so just move your hands where it feels safe to do some circles. Sometimes circles are too much and you just want to swing at the back of your mat. Perfect. And then we'll pause here, draw your hands back below shoulders, curl toes under. We'll float our right arm up, thumb to sky, and find a height where it feels good for your shoulders, looking down to keep your spine long. Now curl your right toes under to help with balance, and we'll float our back left leg up. So make sure that foot is pushing to a wall behind you, imaginary wall. It's not a real wall. And drop your right hip. So you have a nice table here. Now, if this is too hard, you'll know because your breath is shortening or you're holding the breath. That just means drop your leg. Just keep the arm. That's enough. If you can hold here without bulging anywhere, I want you to keep that belly drawn in. Hold and keep there, or if you want to add on, elbow comes towards knee as you round with the exhale. Inhale, extend. Looking to the ground, elbow to knee. You got it. Inhale, extend. Look to the ground, elbow to knee. Extend, reach arm, reach leg, drop hand below shoulder, bend your back knee to have the foot to the sky, and then you'll just pulse up for 3, for 2, that foot towards the sky, and 1, take your back left foot up and around and forward to the front of your mat. We're going to curl toes under here. This is a lunge, and float arms up. Now we don't want to dump here in the hips. We want to stay up tall and think of strength. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend the elbows. Look up and imagine you have a string pulling your heart up. Look up, heart up. Exhale, close your hands into fists and round the body. Curl yourself in so your forearms come towards each other. Inhale, open the hands, look up, elbows to the sides, lift with the heart, elbows in as your fists come together, rounding out. Keep that front knee over top of your heel. Inhale, lift through the heart, and exhale, round it in. Beautiful. Now float arms up, look forward, and then exhale. Let's bring left hand to the hip, right hand below shoulder, twisting inwards here. Belly towards inner thigh, and pause. You can look up, look sideways, or look down. Now we'll float our left arm up, bring that hand forward, plant it down, look at your foot, and then watch it crawl back till you're in tabletop again, which is knees below hips, hands below shoulders. Take this easy, by the way. If you need a break, take a break. Your breath will be telling you if you need a break. Now, we're going to make sure that our index fingers are parallel. We're going to curl both our toes under and then lift our knees up the mat, downward facing dog. Your body might not be ready for this yet. And if it isn't, go back to cat and cow. Feet are hip width apart. Pedal your legs, bending one knee at a time, reaching the heels back. Walk your dog. Getting into the calves. Shifting weight left and right. Now we're going to do all that on the other side. So come back to all fours. We're going to curl toes under and just float hands up. Little wrist break, hands together, and circle the wrists. And the other way. Shake of the hands. Plant the hands below shoulders and knees below hips. From here, left arm up, thumb to sky, and then you can stay here. First, I want you to find your height that works for your shoulders and then draw belly in. Curl left toes under for balance, stretch your back, right leg back. Push into imaginary wall, drop the right hip. You've got nice straight here. Now notice your deep core is turned on. This is great for stability, but if your breath is faltering, you need to either drop a hand or a leg. You can stay and hold here or inhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend, find that flat back, look down, keep spine long, elbow to knee as you round. Great job. Inhale, extend, and elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Beautiful. Drop the hand, bend your back leg so that the foot is pointing towards the sky and then start to pulse. 3, 2, and 1. Now look forward, take that knee, step around, and that front right foot is now at the top of your mat. Finding a lunge here, knee above ankle, not dumping, stay up tall, tuck that tailbone almost under. Yeah, very good. From here, float arms, inhale to reach. Palms face each other, exhale, bend at the elbows, lift through the heart. Remember that string pulling up, look up, close the fingers into fists, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, this is great for moms who are hunching over, rounding the spine. Exhale, fingertips in and round. Inhale, lift and open through the chest, the heart, elbows up and round in. Release the hands, float them up to the sky. Look forward, right hand to hip, left hand below shoulder. Draw belly in and twist inward, so belly towards the inner. Right thigh, hands to hips. This is very good for the low back and for digestion and bloating. Float your arm up if you'd like, or keep it on the hip. Find your breath. I'm present in my body, inhaling in, exhaling out. And then you can float your arm up. Exhale, bring that hand down. Beautiful. Look at your right foot and walk that foot back. From here, we're going to crawl back to the back of our mat, get rid of blanket, and then hands below shoulders, index fingers parallel, curl toes under, downward dog. From here, bend the knees and just tiptoe as you keep your knees bent really generously. Walk to the top of your mat. This is called a forward fold. So feet are hip width apart, maybe closer. Let your chest and thighs come together, and if you need to, bend the knees, but we'll grab opposite elbows. What this pose is really good for is your menstrual cycle coming back. And if you ever get cramps, so this is really good to massage our internal organs. I want you to let your head dangle here. Now we're going to add in some strength, release the arms, chair pose. So you sit in an imaginary chair and you float your arms up either side of your ears, and I want you to send your shins back. Squats are very good for strength. Very good. Keep holding. Keep the breath going, looking down, and then we'll lift ourselves up standing at the top of your yoga mat. Almost done this nice class. We're going to release our hands and we'll take a big step on the wide edge of our mat. Line your heels up. Beautiful. Getting a bit of energy, toes out slightly. Bend the knees. They go in the same direction as the feet, and hands on top of the thighs. Your body might not be ready for this wide, so you can come closer together, okay? Make modifications, take breaks. We're gonna do something called a coffee press, all right? From here, you're gonna let your hands come down, and then as you inhale, palms up. Big breath in, exhaling, down. Inhale as you come up. I want you to squeeze your butt together, your glutes. Exhale down. This really helps glute strength with pelvis stability. So inhale up, exhale down. Take a break if you need it. We'll do 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, beautiful. And exhale down. Hands on those thighs, rock back and forth. And slowly rise up. Toes face forward, line your heels up. We'll bring our hands behind our back, interlace the fingers. If the interlace doesn't happen, open hands on the low back, elbows back. So do it works. Inhale, look up, lift with the heart, and dive down into a forward fold. Now this is where you might want to bend the knees if that feels better. You might even want to bring the feet closer together. Rest your hands on the low back and breathe into the back of the legs. Now what this pose is good for is exhaustion. If you're exhausted right now, it's completely normal, but we need poses that help us through this exhausting days and nights. So this is it right here. I want you to relax the head, relax the face. And think of an imaginary you coming to the top of your head and opening a little trap door and letting everything fall out that is too much for you right now. Maybe judgments, too many opinions, too many decisions. Just let all that kind of dump out of the head. And then you're going to do the door back up again, and you're going to come back to the present. I am present in my body. Open the palms on your low back, elbows point up. Inhale, rise. Good job. From here, arms float up to the sky, interlace fingers, and push up. And then release. Bend the knees. We're going to bring our feet together slowly like an accordion. Walk to the top of your mat. If you're dizzy, just bring your hands above your head till it passes. 1 sun salutation, feet hip width apart. Hands to the side. Inhale, reach up. Palms down, forward fold, dive down. Inhale, hands can come up above the knees, elbows come in, nice and gently, stretching head down. We're gonna come down to the mat and right away come to your knees. Right away, walk your knees back. We're still on the knees. And now I want you to bring your hips a little forward and shoulders above your hands. Yeah, now lower down. This is really important for back strength. So find the tops of your feet. And then from here, push into the tops of feet. Inhale, float your hands up, baby cobra, looking down. Exhale, release. Now, if it's too hard with the hands floating, just keep your hands down to peek up. Exhale, release. Last time, push in the tops of feet. Float the hands up or not, looking down, cobra, and release. Curl toes under. Push into your hands, child's pose with your big toes touching, knees wide. Forehead down. Well done. So letting go in that child's pose. And sometimes a child's pose doesn't feel good like this. So another version is bringing your knees below hips, elbows instead, and forearms on the ground, and your head can stack. So find a version that works. Another version is stacking fists below the forehead, which I teach in prenatal yoga. This is great postpartum too. Deep breath in and out. This is your final pose. Taking that little bit of time just for mom. Of being present. I am present in the body. Relax your eyes, your face, your mouth. And slowly lifting up. We're going to sit at the back of our mat. We'll do our final pose and come back, circle back to pelvic floor exercises. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure we have our blanket that can be on the side just in case we need to roll it up. Easy and access. From here, come to your left or right hip, slide down the mat and roll onto your back. Bend the knees right away and make sure that you feel comfortable here on the shoulders. So the first thing we do in a bridge pose, we shrug our shoulders towards the ears and then bring them back into the mat. Don't look at me, look at the sky, palms to the mat. From here, with your knees above your heels, you're going to slowly push into your feet to lift your hips towards the sky. This is a great bridge pose. This is called a baby bridge. We just stay at this level postpartum, but really use your glutes to squeeze. You can even push into your feet to lift your hips a little higher, opening the hip flexors. And then we'll lower down. Beautiful. Keep your gaze up to the sky. We'll do that again. Inhale, push into your feet, lift your hips up. Using the glute strength, push your feet a little higher, opening the hip flexors, and then we'll lower. Beautiful. From here, we're going to keep the knees bent. We'll do 3 pelvic floor lifts. Remember your pelvic floor. As you inhale, you soften everything, all the muscles around your pelvic floor. Exhale, draw in and up, as if you're gathering towards your belly button. Inhale, relax, release. Soften. That's it. Exhale, draw in and up. You're not squeezing so hard. It's more of a 3 out of 10 effort. Inhale, relax, release. And remember, it's that gentle, mindful connection to your pelvic floor as you lift. And then relax completely. You can either from here throw a blanket under the back of your legs and stretch your legs straight out. That's what I'm going to do. Or you can roll to your side and bring the blanket between the knees. So I'm going to take this big quilt and I'm going to make it kind of like a little support for the back of my legs. And then you can just rest your hands on your chest or palms up for a little shavasana. Shavasana is a final resting pose. If your low back is cranky and needs more support, you just roll to your side and bring the blanket between the knees and rest. Eyes are closed for a moment. Relax the face, the shoulders, the jaw. Letting your body be supported by the earth. Feet soften. Face softens. I am present in the body. Let your eyes sink back in the head and the jaw soften completely. There is no tension in the face. No tension in the shoulders. Shoulders release. Hips are relaxed. Soften in the thighs, the knees, the feet. The body is supported. And we'll take a deep breath in. Imagine you're breathing through the soles of your feet. All the way up. Exhale through the mouth. Again, bring awareness to the body by taking a deep breath in. Fill up the heart. Full breath out. Final time, big breath in. Wiggle your fingers and toes. We're going to bend our knees one at a time and bring our knees towards the chest. And hug the knees. You can rock side to side or just stay still for a moment. We'll release our knees back, feet back down, roll to a side. Right or left side, doesn't matter. Plant your top hand down, inhale. Full breath out. Now this next exhale, you're going to use that exhale to push yourself up. So big breath in. Hand down, push as you exhale to come up to sit. Maybe you have your blanket. You can come and bring yourself up on your blanket, but sometimes it just takes that A little stretching, connection with the breath to ground down. So head over the heart, the sternum over pubic bone. We'll open our palms up. We'll think of staying in the present, not thinking about past or what's coming up, just in this moment. I am present in my body. Really feel the breath as you inhale, reach out to presence, exhale, palms to the heart. Feel the breath in your body as you inhale, reach out. Exhale, hands to heart, and final time. Inhale, reach out. I am present in my body. Palms together, staying at the heart. The light in my mama heart bows to the light in yours. Namaste.